Well, Joni, we're going to real quickly talk about some of the different scratching alternatives that we can offer our cat in our home. Relatively inexpensive, and hopefully things that people will consider having. Location is also very important with these things.
Right.
If the cat spends most of his time in the living room with you, you can't seclude the scratching materials down in the family room or the bathroom or bedroom.
In a corner somewhere.
It needs to be in that same room, preferably near where the cat sleeps. Because what does the cat do after they're done sleeping? They stretch and then they want to scratch. One of the things that's really nice to have somewhere in your house is cat furniture, designed especially for your cat.
Right.
One of the things that I have found at my house, and I have several of these throughout my home, I'm often told I have more furniture for cats than people.
But I can attest to that.
But the truth is, Joni, that if I have a resting place specifically for my cat, designed for my cat, so they can see out the window or whatever, they spend less time on my furniture.
That's true.
So I have less fur to clean off my furniture.
Absolutely.
Now, this little thing is made out of all carpeting, which we don't always usually recommend, simply because if a cat gets in the habit of scratching carpeting, if you have carpeting in your home, they're going to see that as, oh, I can scratch on the carpeting, and they may decide to start dragging themselves across the carpeted stairs.
So they don't differentiate between horizontal and vertical?
No.
Yeah, so, okay.
And, but it is nice that this has a nice hiding place here for the cat. They can be up, and they can sit up here and hopefully see out a window. A lot of time providing perches for the cats, especially in a multi-cat household, extends their territory. Cats look at rooms more three-dimensional. You and I look at it as there's a couch and a chair. Cat looks at it and, wow, I can go under, I can go up, I can go over here.
Sure.
Scratching post. This is a cute little scratching post. It's got a little sisal rope on it. One of the things that concerns me about this one is the rope is treated rope.
Okay.
I can see that there's creosote on there. I don't want my kitty scratching on something like that. We're going to see another one that has different rope on. Also, this isn't tall enough. Cat needs at least 30 to 36 inches so that they can really stretch. Cats don't have a collarbone like you and I do, so the only way that they can do this is by planting their claws into something and backing up and stretching and pulling. And so that's how they really stretch themselves. Cats, not all cats like to scratch vertically. Some cats like to scratch horizontally. This is a wonderful little scratch pad. It's made out of corrugated cardboard. They come with catnip sometimes. Not all cats are attracted. And you just scratch on there. My cats sleep on theirs. They love these things. This is out of my office. Somebody was very creative, and they hide toys in here. You can see there's a little throughway. And you can replace these. This just pops right out of there, and I can put the fresh side up if I want. But the cats in my office, as you can see, they really have gone to town on this. They love this because they can really get in there and scratch.
Yeah, and the angle is great.
The angle is great. It's not always necessary. The most important thing is it's theirs to scratch. And when I hear them scratching on this, I know that they're not behind my door scratching on my coat.
Absolutely true.
This is a new design. Again, you want to make sure that things are stable. This thing has a tendency to slide on linoleum floors, but it would be nice and solid on carpet. This has a sisal type fabric to it. This is like woven rope, and the cat really likes to scratch on there. And here again, you scratch on it, your kitty's going to scratch on it. They like to lounge on here, something kind of funky for you to have in your home. Now, these cardboard scratchers, Joni, also come in a lot of different shapes. You can buy it in the shape of a car, a fish, another cat, a couch. Have fun with it. You know, if people come to your house and they see things for your cat and they're unique and funny, they're going to think, wow, what a great person you are to think of that for your kitty. And this is just a different size with a cardboard scratcher. Now, ideally, most cats would love to have, do you have anything in your house, Joni, any furniture that's covered with sisal rope?
No, none.
So, most cats love surfaces that are rough and scratchy. And that's what sisal rope is. And we special order the rope that we use for our scratching post. This is untreated sisal rope. It doesn't have the creosote on it, so it's safe for our kitties to scratch on. And you'll notice down here, this is very well worn. We looked on the bottom. This post was made in 2002, I think they said.
Right.
When it starts to show wear like this, a lot of people go, oh, I got to get a new one. That looks terrible.
Okay.
Don't replace it. Your kitty really needs that. That's his design. That's his artwork.
And this is nice and solid. We have this
nice
in our
and
office.
Sturdy.
I'll tell you, kitties just run right up this. They really enjoy this.
Right.
This is a wonderful
Even the 30
piece.
and 36-inch ones that we build, that we have built, that we sell here at the shelter, they can crawl right up on top and sit on there. A lot of people think, oh, that's not tall enough.
And this works really well.
Yep, all you have to do is scratch on there. The other thing is you want to play around the scratching.
Or you can put nip up here.
Put nip up there, put treats up there. All of these things you want to play around them. And then here is the deluxe, the creme, the cream of the crop.
Right.
Little bouncy thing starts the motor here. If they jump up on here, hide toys in the lower box, a perch. I mean, it's got a vertical scratching down here.
You are absolutely right. This is really,
this is a beautiful
piece.
The top of the line.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece, and this is something that, honestly, in your home would look very great.
Right.
I mean, it would really look nice.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So there's a lot of different alternatives from in any price range.
Sure.
But the important thing is to provide something that your kitty is allowed to scratch on.
Right.
And they'll leave your other things alone.
They have to have something to scratch on.
Yep, it's just a natural instinct.
All right, well, let's move on.
Okay. She's going to have some nail caps put on. Nail caps are something that is relatively new in our area. They've been around for a while. They're little vinyl coverings that go over the nails. They're a great training tool, especially if you have a kitten, because with kittens, Joni, kittens under the age of 6 months don't always or don't know how to retract their nails, and so they're scratching on everything. They're learning how to balance and how to jump. And then at the magic age of 6 months, they go, wow, these are really cool. I'll put them away when I need them, like if I'm falling or I need to keep my balance.
Right.
And so people need to know that the nail caps are a great training tool when you have a kitten. And to help you teach them, what's appropriate and what's not.
Sure.
And here again, because Adrian's going to be going to a new home and she's going to be wanting to mark her territory with her scratching, as a safeguard for the new owner, we're going to be putting nail caps on her. Now, the first thing you have to do when you're doing nail caps is you need to trim the nail a little bit.
Okay.
And we're just going to take off the tip of the nail here.
Okay.
And we're only going to do a couple of these on the camera here. So I'm not cutting these as short as I would if she was not going to wear nail caps. I have taken some special glue that goes in the nail cap, and then you just slide it right over their foot, right over their toe. So we're just going to slide that over. The glue is non-toxic to them. It is extremely important that you realize that nail caps need to be removed every 4 to 6 weeks. Again, because those nails grow in layers. Oh, I know, honey. There we go. Last one. There we go.
So,
and I don't know if we can get a shot of that. Look at how pretty those sparkly nail caps are.
She's a pretty
It
girl.
doesn't hurt the cat to have the nail caps on unless we leave them on longer than 6 weeks. We only do the front 4 nails. We do not do their dew claw in the front, nor do we do the back claws. Now, Joni, we also have our clip and go service here at the Humane Society. If you adopt a cat from us, we will put the nail caps on for you for the rest of your cat's life. We will trim your cat's nails. The nail caps come in packages of 40, so you have 5 applications in each package, and they retail for $21, including the tax. And they come in every color of the rainbow, and the new glitter ones, which are so fun.
I think those are really fun.
And
I think it's important to note that Adrian just had those nail caps put on, and she jumped right off the table, walked over and started to eat.
Right.
So obviously not at all bothered by this.
Sometimes with the first application, kitties are doing this because they don't like how it feels. And for the ladies out there, if they've ever had artificial nails, sometimes that glue gets stuck on your cuticles or whatever, so it feels yucky. And so after a day, they adapt to them very well, and it's a great training tool. It's not necessarily meant that you should, that you have to do nail caps forever.
The rest of their lives,
but
yeah.
if you're not sure about how your kitty's going to react, invest in some nail caps and teach your kitty to scratch appropriately.
Right, and you said it yourself, Cheryl, that it's a great training tool for kittens because kittens, up until the age of 6 months, they're not as flexible. They're still, that body is still growing. They're still learning how to get up on things. And traditionally, they use their claws to get up anything, your
Right.
pant leg,
Well,
your curtains, drapes.
Think about it. If somebody was able to pick you up,
Right.
wouldn't that be scary? So my natural reaction would be to put my feet out.
Right.
And for a cat, they put their claws out
Right.
because they know that their claws are going to grip and keep them from falling. So it's just
just
a natural
learning.
reaction.
Sure,
They're learning how to
exactly.
balance. They're learning how to jump. They're just investigating everything. And
Right.
so the other thing, even trimming their nails. If you trim your cat's nails on a regular basis, those nails will stay more rounded. And truth be told, with some cats, I would much rather get a warning scratch, because most times what happens, Joni, is a cat will bat you first without their claws, and then if you keep pestering them, then they're going to extend
Right.
the claw,
Right.
and then after that they're going to bite.
Now, isn't there also, isn't it a good idea to touch their pads and their feet all the time?
We as pet owners need to touch our pets more often. We need to look in their ears, look at their teeth, but most of all, when you're sitting and watching TV, touch their toes and look at their nails and push on the paw pad and look at that nail and go, oh, look at your pretty nails. Don't just reserve that for when you're going to trim the nails or when you want to put nail caps on. Be touching their feet so that they get used to that, so that if something happens, you know that you're able to look at your kitty's ears or in their mouth and especially be able to touch their feet.
Right. Because I know that when we cut nails, very often, if a cat is a little bit older and that hasn't been done, the restraint is scary. Just the restraint alone is
and
scary.
we try to use as little restraint as possible.
Right.
A lot of times when we do it, we hold them like a baby. Another important thing when you're trimming nails, if the cat starts to struggle, don't let them go. Stop what you're doing, wait for them to calm, and then let them go.
Right.
But if you immediately release them when they're struggling, then they'll know that, I got my way. So stop what you're doing. If you can cut 1 or 2 nails and then wait till they stop struggling, put them down, and then try again later. Also, don't try to trim nails or do nail caps after they've had a playtime. Do it at a sleepy time, maybe after they've had a meal or when they're taking a nap.
Yeah, I very often trim my own cat's nails by myself when they're sleepy, and they're like, whatever.
They're like, just do it and get it over with, and that's fine. Get their manicure.
Well, fantastic, Cheryl. I think we informed a lot of people today about a lot of
different
different things.
If anybody has any questions regarding nail caps, nail trimming, things that their cats can scratch on, they certainly can check out our website or give us a call right here at the shelter.
Sure.
So we're always here to help people learn about the alternatives to declawing. So until next time,
Happy tails to you.